Well, Periscope is always, it's weird. It doesn't send out notifications properly. There's no way I only have 700 viewers. Like I can tell by the numbers, the way the numbers go up, they go up very slowly, and they get stuck. So I'll wait till there's at least 1,200 people or. Pardon? Yeah, see, the notifications take a while to get out. Notifications take a while to get out. Yeah, dude, look how slow it's going out. Normally by now I have like 1,000 people, 1,200 people. No, some people are like saying they didn't get my notifications until my feed was over last time. Guys, everyone share this feed, all right? Share the feed. I'm going to be teaching everybody how to trade and how to use MetaTrader 4. So guys, share the feed. Everyone, let's get at least 1,000 people. Let's get at least 1,200 people, 1,300 people on the Periscope. Otherwise, I'm not gonna even bother doing it for less than 1,000 people. Come on, guys, share the feed. Invite followers. Everybody, invite some followers. All right. So let me Anon 7690. No, I didn't mean it that way, bro. You're right. I didn't mean it that way. I'm kind of just frustrated at Periscope. My bad, bro. I didn't mean it that way. You're right. I kind of just got frustrated with with Periscope because it's like, come on, get with the program. All right, guys, keep the hearts going. Everybody, keep the hearts going. I'm gonna turn this around, and I'm gonna do a tutorial on MetaTrader 4 because a lot of people don't know how to use MetaTrader 4, and whether they're a part of Mentor Tips or not. And I'm going to start to make a little bit more effort to come on Periscope as well and spend some time with you guys. You need to know how to use MetaTrader 4, and you need to know how to set it up, what the functionality is, and I'm going to show you all of my tips and tricks. So I'm just going to walk through the entire program and show everybody how it works. All right. I'm also live on Mentor Tips. And I'm going to be recording this, and the recording is going to actually stay on the Mentor Tips site. So if you just give me a moment, I will begin, everybody. I do apologize for the delay. It took me a little bit too much time to figure out how to connect it all together to make sure it works. I can get the feed for individuals on Mentor Tips and individuals on Periscope as well. And we're just going to basically learn how to use MetaTrader 4. All right. So I'm going to hide the chat here. Hide the chat. I'm going to around. All right. Let's see if I can get it up. I'm going to do my best to get this Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. I don't know where to put this. I am failing. Oh man. Really, Reza? I'm really sucking right now. Alright. This should be okay for everybody. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put that there. I got to go to a private screen, so I'm just going to do this for a second. So nobody can see that. Private screen. Okay. Recording. Alright guys, so today I want to go over, first of all, welcome to all of my wonderful mentees who are on the MentorTips site right now, and welcome to all the individuals that are on Periscope, my followers that did not make it to MentorTips, but I just want to go over the setup of MetaTrader 4 and show everybody exactly how this software works and how you guys can set it up. Now this applies to all my mentees, all my students, and all my friends and family on social media as well. I realized last week that although I did teach you guys how to trade a bit and it introduced you guys to Forex trading, I never really took the time to show you how to use this software. So a lot of people were left sending me messages saying, well, do you know how to do this, and do you know how to access the files? And I realized, I said, wow, I should really put together a tutorial for everybody, and try to show them to the best of my abilities how to use MetaTrader 4. So what I've done here is I have basically started off MetaTrader 4 as if you are getting the actual the software. So let's say the moment you download the software and you put it on your desktop and you double click MetaTrader 4 to start, this is where you're going to come, this exact screen. Now MetaTrader 4 is the trading platform we use to trade the currency and precious metals, CFDs markets. It's the platform of choice for almost every single broker in the world because it's a script, it's easy to use, it's easy to customize, and it's very user friendly. All right. So when you download MetaTrader 4 and put it on your desktop, the first thing you're going to see when you double click it is a screen that's going to say, do you agree to the terms and conditions? And you're going to say yes. All right. Now, right off the bat, it's going to come to this screen here. The first thing you have to do with MetaTrader 4 is choose an account, a demo account, right? If you have a live account, you can cancel this and go to File and Log In, and you can log in with your live account. If you do not have a live account, however, you can open a demo account for absolutely free and trade paper money as if it was real money. Now, with the demo account, you're going to have to connect to a server. You see, MetaTrader 4 is a program run on scripts. It has to connect to an actual live data feed, an actual server where it gets the prices and data. All right? In order to do that, you have to connect to a brokerage. Now, every single brokerage in the world offers a demo account. I'll tell you guys some insider information as well. The cost for MetaTrader is $100,000. All right, it costs every broker $100,000 USD plus $5,000 a month USD forever. All right, so $5,000 USD per month plus $100,000. That's the cost for MetaTrader 4. If they are a real broker, there are brokers out there that only pay $5,000 and they become a white label of another broker. So they act like they're a real broker, but they're actually not a broker. I can name some big time names right now that people think are real brokers, but in fact, all they are is a white label, which means they are paying another big brokerage that has MetaTrader 4 installed, okay, and they're paying them $5,000 essentially to use their platform, and the other company is just putting their logo on the MetaTrader platform. So also stay away from white label brokers because it costs them $5,000 to set up the entire brokerage. All right. So when a brokerage only invests $5,000 to start up, I'd kind of be careful about using them. So right off the bat, so I had to get a drink. Right off the bat, when you come to the screen, you're gonna see Forex Capital Markets LLC. Basically, MetaTrader is saying, let me connect you directly with FXCM. Why? FXCM is the biggest brokerage in the world. All right? Plain and simple. We're not going to do that. All right? We're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to click Add New Broker. All right? Now, I use Vantage FX for all of my demos. All right? And in fact, after speaking with Vantage, I'm actually going to be recommending Vantage to everyone. Vantage FX. So if you are from anywhere in the world except the United States of America or British Columbia, you should use Vantage FX. Okay, after I've had a long talk with them. So what we're going to do, and the reason being is they're solid. They got a major solid setup. Withdrawals are great. And like I said, their server times are excellent. A lot of people have noticed some brokers have off server times. So what we're going to do anyways, for even the demo, we're going to come type Vantage. All right. Sorry, VANTAGE. And we're going to hit enter. And there's going to be multiple listings here. All right. What we're going to do is select Vantage Demo. All right. Vantage Demo, Vantage FX Pty Limited. And we're going to click Next. All right. We're going to click Next. Then we're going to see these options. One of them is existing account. So if you have an existing account with that brokerage, you can go ahead and put your information in. In fact, the cool thing with MetaTrader 4 is if you download the generic MetaTrader 4, which is also conveniently located on the Mentor Tips VIP portal, you can connect with that to every brokerage in the world because it's a script. All it uses is different IP addresses. And every IP address is programmed into the MetaTrader backend. If you're an existing client, you enter the information, and if you're not, you click New Demo Account. All right? Not New Real Account, New Demo Account. And then you click Next. You will then come to this screen here. Personal details. To open an account, please fill out all the following fields. Now, name, country, city, etc., etc. Let me make it very clear. You do not need to put your real information in here, and I'll tell you why. You're only using them for a demo. If you go ahead and put your real information in there, prepare to be solicited to. All right? Prepare to be solicited to and called and emailed if you put your real information in there. So I just put in new account, country, United States, California, I just put in random information in there all the time. Email none@none.com. And then over here, what's important is select the currency as USD. All right. The deposit option, let's set it to 100,000 or any size you want. Let's say 10,000. You want to trade it like it's a real $10,000 account. All right. The leverage, you should set it to, well, in this case, in this instant, Vantage's demo was only allowing 100 to 1. All right. So we'll just set it to 100 to 1. No big deal. And we'll select account type Forex USD. All right. Now you're going to have to agree to the newsletter. And that is why I said don't put your real information in. Because the last thing you want is to get multiple emails every single day. All right. And from here, you click next. Just give me 1 second. For the people on Periscope, I got to flip screens and go to my private screen. So once you click next, all right, you're going to see this pop up. New account, Demo Forex USD, deposit, Vantage FX demo. This is your login ID. All right, you don't need to save it. If you want to save it, you can save it. This is your password, and this is your investor password. Let me teach all of you what an investor password is. An investor password is the password you can give to someone if you want to solicit them your services. So let's say you want to raise capital and you want to become a money manager and you want to show off your trading or you want to show off your account. You can give anyone you want this login ID and have them use the investor password to log in on MT4. They'll be able to see everything you're doing on your charts, but they will not be able to place a trade or touch your money or do anything at all. It's called the investor password, and it allows you to showcase your profile. In fact, when I was hiring traders, the only way I would hire them is if they gave me their investor password and basically proved to me in real time they can trade. So once you got this information, you can write it down. If you forget it, you can access it later. You can write it down now, or you can just click finish. And now I'm just going to do this for a quick second. All right. Just bear with me, guys. I gotta bring something down on my screen. 1 second. Sorry for the guys on Periscope. I feel bad. Just some personal stuff on my computer. All right. Actually, no. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys, on Periscope. I had to do that. All right. So now this is the screen you're presented with. All right. This is the screen that you're presented with immediately. Okay. When you come on the screen, you see 4 charts. You see an area at the bottom. All right. You see an area at the bottom, right down here. All right. Where it says new account registration, welcome, the built-in virtual hosting, robot, signals now, etc., etc. All right. This area, forget about it. It's your mailbox. It makes no sense. Don't ever pay attention to it. I never use it or care to use it. All right. The next side is something called the market. This is, this is kind of something interesting for some people. MetaTrader launched it. MetaCourse launched it. They sell their products. Again, nothing that I would ever touch with a 10-foot pole, but they solicit products. All right. You have signals that I would never use. All right. These are signals that are not verified from anybody. So do not ever use the signals tab. Any Tom, Dick, or Harry can go and apply, become a signal provider and offer signals. This guy shows 940,000% growth in 29 weeks over on 9,000 trades. If that was possible, he would be swallowing Warren Buffett. So don't ever pay attention to the signals tab here. It's all a bunch of cockadoodoo. All right. Code base. Again, this is all codes. Expert advisors, where you get information on the robots that are on your page. But none of this means anything. You ignore everything here. The only tabs that you're worried about on MetaTrader 4 is one is account history. All right? Account history is very important. That will show everything that's happened in your account, every single trade you've ever taken. So right now it shows the order number, balance, and the first thing that happened today, which was a deposit of $10,000. It shows our profit or loss is 0. Our credit is 0. Now credit is in case a brokerage gives you a bonus, that would go there. You don't ever want a bonus from a brokerage because all that's doing is giving you additional leverage. You could never withdraw the money. It's all fake money. And any broker that offers you a bonus is B-booking you anyways. So rule of thumb, anyone that offers you a bonus is B-booking you anyways. All right? Deposits, $10,000. Withdraw, 0, and so forth. Okay? That's the only one you want to care about. Only tab. The second tab you care about is trade. The trade tab is essentially going to show you exactly what is happening in your account. So if I take a trade right now, it'll show the value of the trade, profit or loss right here. It'll show the free margin, which is the free margin left after I have used money to buy that trade, my equity level, and my balance. So you want to always keep your MetaTrader 4 on the trade tab. When needed, you can go to your account history. If you ever want to export your entire account history, all you do is simply right click inside of the box and you go to all history. Okay? It'll show you all the history, and then you can simply save it as a report or right click and save it as a detailed report. All right? Moving on. Okay? Moving on. On the left hand side, you're going to see immediately something called the navigator. All right? The navigator gives you the ability to look at all of the different accounts you have by simply clicking the accounts tab over here. If you click the accounts tab, you'll see, in my instance, there is a subdirectory underneath it called Vantage FX Demo. Underneath that, it's 123271806, new account. The name of my account and my account number. If I had multiple demo accounts, they would be listed underneath it. If I have multiple live accounts, there will be under the accounts tab, a live tab. You can have 100 different accounts. They will all be listed through directories and subdirectories under the accounts tab. We're going to go ahead and close that off. Underneath accounts, you have indicators. These are the preloaded indicators that come with MetaTrader 4. All right? These are all preloaded indicators that come with MetaTrader 4. Now, you'll see underneath indicators, you'll see trend, which is a directory. In the trend directory, you'll have indicators that are based on trend. They are driven by the trend. For example, Ichimoku's here, moving averages here, parabolic SARs are here. Let's close that subdirectory off. You have another subdirectory called oscillators. If you click that, you see average true range, MACD, momentum, RSI, and so forth. Volumes indicators, and so forth. And underneath, it's a lot of different indicators. So the indicators are all listed here. When you install an indicator to MetaTrader 4, when you add an indicator to MetaTrader 4, it will automatically show up in this section. All right. However, for it to show up, you have to turn MetaTrader 4 off and turn it back on again. All right. To install an indicator, you put the indicator file on your desktop. All right. A lot of people have asked me questions. When we're downloading the indicator off the MentorTips site and double click it, it does not work. Well, it will not work simply because your computer does not recognize that file. In order to open that file, you have to drag that file onto your desktop, come into your MetaTrader 4, okay, go to the File section, click on File, open Data folder, then you come here to the MQL folder. It will immediately, when you go on Data, open the Data folder, it'll immediately open this folder up. You go into MQL4, all right? You go into Indicators, and you simply paste the file in the Indicators directory. You then close the Indicators directory, click the X on MetaTrader 4, shut it down, restart it, come back to the Navigator section, hit the drop-down key for Indicators, and simply scroll down, and you will find your indicator there. When you want to add an indicator to MetaTrader 4, all you simply do is, for example, if I wanted to add stochastics, what you do is you single click, You hold the mouse button and you drag the indicator onto the chart of your choice like this and release. When you release the button, you'll be greeted with the stochastic screen or any other screen relevant to that specific indicator, at which point you click OK, and that indicator is added onto your charts. All right? To delete that indicator, you simply find the indicator's area where you can touch it, right click it, and delete indicator. All right? If you want to change the properties of that indicator, I will show you how you do that as well. You simply right click it and then go to properties. You'll have many properties there that you can change. You will also get access to the properties of the indicator the moment you install it and add it to your charts. Underneath the indicators tab is another tab called Expert Advisors. That is your robots and EAs. So in case you ever get a robot or an EA, which I do not recommend you ever do, you put that on your desktop, go to File, Data Folder, MQL4, and you install it in the Experts directory this time. Instead of the indicator, you simply put it in Experts, close the Experts folder, shut down MT4, go back in, and it'll be there. Underneath Expert Advisors is scripts. That is something we never ever use. All right? Above the Navigator tab is another tab called Market Watch. This is where you will find all of the currencies that come with that specific broker. These are the currencies that you are able to use. All right? These are the currencies that you're able to use. Now, here's a little trick, because a lot of people get this issue when they initially start off their MetaTrader 4. Sometimes they will get the chart saying waiting for connection or waiting for response. That simply means the instrument that is loaded inside that chart at the time is not streaming any prices. And that can happen because the currencies that are in the Market Watch are not matching the specific MT4 you're using. So to fix that issue, the first thing I want you to do when you launch any MetaTrader 4 is go to the Market Watch section, right click, and select Hide All. Okay? You then once again right click and select Show All. What that is going to do is get rid of every single instrument that is not applicable to the brokerage that you just built the demo account on. Because the preloaded currencies that come on Market Watch are for FXCM, not for Vantage, and we chose Vantage. All right? Because we chose Vantage, we need to enable all of Vantage's currency pairs. So the first thing you always do in MT4 is you right click, hide all, right click, show all. That'll bring all of the new currencies that are from that specific broker into your feed. All right? From there, you can go ahead and drag any currency you want. So if you want the USD JAPY, you simply click it and drag it onto any of the pre-existing charts, pre-existing 4 charts there is. If you would like to open a chart on its own, simply right-click it and select Chart Window. All right? So once again, you right-click anything you want if you want to create a new chart, a fresh chart, instead of dragging it onto the 4 that are there. Right-click it and Chart Window, and it'll pop open. All right? Now, that is the Market Watch. Above the Market Watch, you have a bunch of toolbars, all right? These buttons, if you hover over them, are pretty self-explanatory, all right? You've got new chart you can create, new order. Auto trading is a button only to be used if you have an expert advisor on your system. So if you put a robot on your system, you're going to have to enable by clicking auto trading and have that enabled. Otherwise, the robot will simply not work. This is also a safety button in case you have an idiotic robot that someone built and sold you. In case someone sells you snake oil and tells you, my robot makes $1 million a month, but I'm selling it for $49.99 at the special price today. And it starts doing bonker, crazy stuff. Or in case Tim Sykes sold it to you. Once you put it on your system, it starts going crazy. You just unclick auto trading, and all of a sudden, all your worries are gone. That robot is dead. So auto trading is only clicked when you want to launch a robot. Immediately to the right of auto trading, you have bar chart. You can turn any of your charts into a bar chart, candlestick chart, or a line chart. We always want to use the candlestick chart because that's what we're taught to trade with. Next to those, you have zoom in and zoom out. All right? Everything else next to those gives you the ability to tile the windows or add indicators, add periods, templates, all of which are also located on the left-hand side where I showed you already. All right? Now, what is very important that I want you to also do in all of your MetaTraders is these two buttons here. One is auto scroll, one is chart shift. Let me zoom this chart in to show you what they do. When auto scroll is selected, it automatically comes selected. The chart will scroll on its own. All right? I have deselected auto scroll. I can put the chart way over here. It is not going to move. That's unsafe because you will not know what the price of the specific instrument is because it is not scrolling. So you always want auto scroll enabled. So as each new candle is formed, all right, as each new candle is formed, what happens is it will actually continue to move this chart over. Another thing you want to select is the button next to it, which is chart shift. Chart shift simply moves the chart back one entire day, one period, or this distance. I don't think one period, but this distance. All right? The reason that is good is because if I want to analyze these charts, and it's all the way up here, it's a lot harder for me to draw my trend lines because I'll be going off the screen. When I have chart shift selected, I'll be able to much more easily draw my trend lines because I have all this room here to play with as well. All right? So you're always going to select chart shift at the top. So rule of thumb, right off the bat, in Market Watch, right click hide all, right click show all. Now you're guaranteeing yourself that you have all the current instruments from that broker. Then you come up and you make sure chart shift and auto scroll are selected. All right? You will then come down to the bottom where you'll see two other toolbars. One is to add, for example, a crosshair you can add. It's got Fibonacci's in there. You can write text, etc., etc. Once again, as long as you hover over them, you'll see what they do. All right? The three big things I use here, one is called the horizontal line, which allows me to come in and drop in my lines of support and resistance. And one is the trend line that you guys see me using so often. All right? Now, again, a major thing I want you to do right off the bat. When you install your first trend line, I want you to double click it. All right? Ensure it's double click by looking at the points and seeing that they have little circles on them. You right click it and go to trend line properties. You then go to parameter and unselect Ray and click OK, and that's it. What unselecting Ray does is it gives you the ability to control this trend line freely. All right? Without Ray being unselected, you cannot freely control it. You can only drag and drop it. All right? So you unselect Ray once, and that will stay permanently stored in the memory of your trend line properties. All right? What you do then is clean up your workspace right off the bat. And I do this by doing this. I come over here and I take these specific boxes of toolbars, okay, at the top. So right underneath this initial set of toolbars, there's two more. And they do this in a very poor way. I don't know why MetaTrader doesn't fix this. But I drag them from here. I just click and drag and I put them next to the ones at the top. And immediately once I do that, you'll notice what happens. My chart gets bigger. Now I have more space for the chart, more room for the chart in trading, and it's a lot cleaner at the top. Everything is on one level. Alright? So what I use on here is, I make sure it's on candlesticks, auto scroll is selected, chart shift is selected, auto trading is off. Alright? I use the horizontal line, I use the trend line, Fibonacci retracements, and on the side is the different time intervals of the chart. You can click 15 and now it's a 15-minute chart. You can click 4 hour and now it's a 4-hour chart. Alright? Now in case you have 4 windows, you can simply click this tile window button and everything goes right back to 4 windows. I keep multiple windows and I just always keep them full screen. When you have them full screen, you'll get tabs at the bottom where you'll be able to go through when you need to access prices, and that is how I do it. Alright, but for this purpose, I will bring it to tile. Now, you'll notice in the top left corner, there's a blue box that says, it goes blue and red, sell, buy, sell, buy. That is what you call one-click trading, which is extremely unsafe, and I suggest you remove it off your charts right away. One-click trading enables you to, instead of having to go through the process of opening an order, you just click it once and it immediately opens an order. Well, if your fingers are wandering around here and you accidentally click this, what's going to happen? You just opened up a trade. Alright? So I do not like this function at all. What I do right away is I right-click. I can right-click anywhere on the screen and I go to one-click trading and I click it and it disappears. Or you can press Alt-T. Hold the Alt button and press T. It'll bring it back and disappear. Please keep one-click trading off. Do not keep it on ever. Alright? Do not ever keep it on. I'll show you how to open up a trade if you want to execute. You simply right-click and you'll see trading. Alright? Right-click trading and you'll want to go to new order and that's it. Alright? Alternatively, you can just press the F9 key and F9 will immediately open up the panel to take a trade. Alright? I will save the taking a trade part for a next session. Alright? Now, a lot of individuals are also downloading my template that I have provided. Once again, to install the template, you take the template, you put it on your desktop. You download it from the Mentor Tips VIP portal. You put it on your desktop conveniently. You then come to the File section of MetaTrader 4 and go to Data folder. You open the Templates folder and simply drop the file called main.tpl into that folder, close that off, close MetaTrader 4, and turn it back on. To activate my template, you right-click, you go to Template, and then Load Template. Once you click Load Template, it'll automatically bring you to the directory of MetaTrader 4 where you can select main.tpl and it will immediately activate my template for you. Alright? Very simple, right? Now, the way I want you guys to always keep your MetaTrader 4 is like this. Please do not ever keep it tiled. Alright? Ever. In fact, the first thing I want you to do when you do open the MetaTrader 4 and you're presented with these 4 windows, I want you to hit the X on all 4 of them. X, 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 and get rid of them. Do not start with anyone else's work. You simply go to the top left-hand corner. Under File, there's an X over there, a plus sign. You click it, and you simply select Euro USD. you'll be presented with a fresh chart. You maximize it, and you do everything I taught you to do. You start from the left. First thing you're going to do is make sure auto trading is off. Second thing is you're going to select the candlesticks and turn it into candlesticks, because it automatically comes preloaded as a OHLC chart, a bar chart. So you're going to select candlesticks. You're then going to hit the zoom in button two times. All right? To see the screen the way you're supposed to see it. You're then going to make sure auto scroll is selected, and so is chart shift. Once you've done that, you've established the basic setup for MetaTrader 4. By this time, you have my templates installed in the MQL data folder templates. So you would right click, templates, and load template, and simply load my template. The color scheme will change immediately. You then, if you've already installed the indicators into the proper folder, we'll go to the navigator on the side, click it, and find the indicator and drag it onto the screen. All right? That will enable those indicators immediately, and you will start to begin trading. All right? Now, you're going to do this for about 4 to 5 different pairs. So once again, we're going to click the plus button, and we're going to use, for example, GBP USD. Now, that is a pound USD. Now, a quick shortcut is like this. Because you have my template, if you have my template, you no longer need to go and perform these procedures at the top. You can just right click, load the template, and it will automatically preload every single property in there, including the chart shift, auto scroll, the background colors, the candlesticks, and anything else you've added to that list, including the pivot point calculator or any of my indicators that I have added on your system. Let it be known that you do need to have the proper indicators in the indicator folder prior to enabling that template. You're going to go ahead and open up your favorite pairs. I'm going to pick the USD JAPY as well. And let's say USD CAD. And let's open up one more. Let's open up gold. XAU USD. All right. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs that are open. All will be customized to my template. It'll look all gravy and perfect. And I can easily go back and forth through with the buttons or the tabs at the bottom. I know I say buttons very funny. My sister always makes fun of me when I say buttons. Now, once you have your tabs open, you want to make this place as clean as possible. So what you're going to do, you no longer need the Market Watch window because you have everything you need open. I suggest you never have more than 5 to 6 tabs open because you never really need to look at more currency pairs than that. You're not a computer and you're not Ocean Sky. So very simple. I was kidding. So very simple. To clear this up and make it look a lot easier for you, once you have all the pairs you already need, all the indicators you already need loaded, you come to the left-hand side and click the X on Market Watch and click the X on Navigator. You now have a clean page with the proper charts installed and everything looking wonderful. You're now ready to trade. All right? The first thing is you're obviously going to analyze the markets, and let's say we have done so and we're ready to execute a trade. Well, now what we do is we come and we right click and go to trading and new order, or we can select the F9 button. All right. When you click F9, you're going to get another box that pops up. Just give me 1 second. Let me go to my other screen and make sure everybody can see it. 1 second. All right, just 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, I gotta block it off for some people because I gotta go to the main screen. All right, you come to this screen. All right, you want to make sure the volume is set to 0.01, and I'll tell you why. Once again, MetaTrader has it preloaded with 1.00, which is one standard lot. One standard lot is $10 per pip. Now, if you have a very small account and accidentally click buy or sell, you can hurt yourself. So you right away go to volume and set it to 0.01. All right? This area is for your stop loss. You can enter your stop loss in. So if you open a trade, you can enter your stop loss in at the same time. All right? You can enter your take profit in at the same time. Your take profit levels are where you want your profits to be executed automatically. Your stop loss levels is where you want your trade to be stopped out in case it's going in the wrong direction. Comments you leave empty unless you want to give this a comment or a reminder, which we never do, we never use. Underneath that you have type. Market execution means the moment you click sell by market or buy by market, that order is going to be immediately executed at the current price. If you go and select pending order, you can now set up a limit or a stop order. For example, we can set up an order and say if the Euro USD, which is listed here, goes to whatever price we choose, okay, sell it or buy it. We can set a buy limit, a sell limit, a buy stop, or a sell stop. Essentially, we can set up a future order and place that in case we want to execute an order when we go to bed. We can also set an expiry. In case the order does not get executed by this specific time, cancel the order. So that this way, if you're getting a signal from me and you don't want to miss it, you can pre-program it and go to bed. Once again, I'm not a big advocate of pending orders, and I'll tell you why. When you set a pending order, your broker can see that order. When they see that order, if you're a really good trader, well, you know what they can do. They can cause situations where your order is about to execute, but they make sure it doesn't because they will move the market by 1 pip or whatever. I try to execute everything at a market execution level unless my pending order is during news. For example, I can set up an OCO, which is order cancel order. I can put a buy at the top and a sell at the bottom. The moment one of them is executed, the other one is closed off immediately. However, with that being said, I like to use market execution only. So in this situation, let's go ahead and take a test trade. Now remember, you guys all know what these values mean. So we are going to go back to MetaTrader 4. Okay, I gotta just do this one more time. Okay. Back to MetaTrader 4, all right? Back to MetaTrader 4 we go. And let's say we want to take a trade. So we're going to come, we're going to look at the Euro USD on a 4-hour chart. And we're going to say, oh, isn't that wonderful? It has dropped. So I want to put a trend line. I want to put a horizontal support line where prices failed. Oh, isn't this more wonderful? I think I see myself a trend line or a trend. All right, so I'm just going to go doody and draw a little trend line here. I'm just pretending I'm analyzing the markets. All right, now all of a sudden I go on a 15-minute chart and hey, I want to make some money. So I'm going to come and I want to sell the Euro USD right now. So I'm going to come, select trading and new order. Okay, once again I'm going to go like this just to flip the screens. All right, order, okay, and okay, back here. Sorry, here we go. All right, now I'm back to make an order. I want to sell the Euro USD to the tune of one standard lot, right? I'm going to use one standard lot. Now what you're going to do is you're going to select the lot size. One standard lot is $10 per pip. All right, market execution. We're not going to set a stop loss or a take profit right now. We're just going to click on sell. It's going to say, give your order confirmation number, sell 1.00 Euro USD at 1.13787. Successful. You can print it, which we never do, or select OK. All right, let me just go back to the main screen now. All right, it's there, perfectly fine already. Now you will see on the left-hand side, it says sell. All right, my order number, and a green dotted line. A green dotted line will always be present when you execute a trade. All right, below that, you're going to see my order number is there, the time I took the order. All right, it is also going to say sell, the size of the order, the symbol, which is Euro USD, the price I executed the order at, the stop loss value, take profit value, which right now is 0 and 0, and the current price. It is telling me, okay, that I took the price, actually, sorry. It is telling me that I took the price at 113,787, and the current price is 113,794. So I'm down about 1 pip. There was 0 commission charged because it's a demo account, and swap has not been charged yet because end of day has not occurred. I'm going to explain to you what swap is. What swap is the interest rate or the interest charged for holding a specific position overnight. That is the interest charged or the interest paid. All right? So, for example, if you are holding a high yielding currency that yields a lot of interest or costs a lot of interest, like the AUD, Australian dollar, just by holding a specific currency, you could either make money on a daily basis or lose money. A common attack that malicious traders do to brokers is called swap abuse. They will ask the broker to give them a swap-free account because they are Muslim. Now, Muslims do not pay or get charged interest. They do not pay interest and they don't accept it, right? So they are eligible to get a swap-free account, which means every single day, at the end of day, they are neither paid any money, they are not paid any interest if they're holding a currency that yields yields interest, or are they charged. So malicious traders will come and they will say, I'm Muslim, and they will get a swap-free account. They're not going to be charged or they're not going to pay. What they then do is deposit $10,000 and they open one position. For example, 5 standard lots, okay, of a extremely expensive trade to hold, like the USD ruble, for example, which basically pays them 3 pips every single day commission at turnover. So every single day, whether they're losing or not, if they opened up 5 lots, they're going to make $150 basically. If it's the right amount, I believe it's 3 pips. Every day, just for holding those trades, they're going to make $150. And I'll tell you how. Okay? They will come to broker A and they will open up a swap-free account. They will go to broker B and open a regular account. In broker A, they will buy 5 lots of the USD ruble. In broker B, they will sell 5 lots of USD ruble. They are never winning or losing money. Their actual equity If they're losing in one broker, they're gaining in the other broker. If they're going up in the other broker, they're going down in the other broker. They are never really losing any money, but they're collecting $150 a day, every day for the rest of their life because they're being paid interest. The broker that is not swap free, they're going to buy the trade, so it's going to give them interest. The other broker, they're going to sell the trade because they are not eligible to pay swap in the other broker. The other broker is not going to charge them any swap. So they're just going to get paid swap by the other broker $150 a day. Meanwhile, the other poor broker is paying this swap out of their pockets to their liquidity provider. This is called swap abuse. And these accounts are identified and closed. But that is what swap means. Next to swap, we have commission. This is something to be careful with because a lot of brokers have very, very, very low spreads, but they have hidden commissions. So they will give you a 0.3 spread, but they charge $6 per every standard lot. So essentially that 0.3 spread is 0.9 spread. So be careful. Always keep an eye on your commissions tab. A lot of brokers, when you get their MetaTrader 4, have it pre-programmed to automatically hide the commissions tab. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. What's not there and you don't remember, you're not going to want to check. So you could be paying all this commission out of the wazoo and not even know it. Simply right-click the area, all right, and make sure that commissions is checked. That's all you want to do. All right? As long as you right-click the area and commissions is checked, you'll be fine. Another cool thing is this. If you are afraid and you're a brand new trader and seeing drawdowns, for example, right now I'm minus $49 from this trade I took. If that minus $49 scares you, right-click the section where it says profit. Sorry, right-click the empty bar, the trade bar itself at the bottom. Go to where it says profit and select as points. All right? Now you're no longer going to see how much money you're down. You're just going to see how many pips you're down. All right? And according to this, I'm down 5.9 pips. Now, it is set as points. So minus 59 just means minus 5.9. So now I don't need to be worried about how much money I'm down because I'm just down 5.7 pips. Now 5.7 pips looks a lot better than being down $59. Just something in case you want to ever do it. All right? When you open a trade, you're going to see your balance will always remain at the current balance unless you close a trade in a winning or losing position. The balance will not change as the price, as your trade goes up and down. Balance will stay constant. Your equity, however, will go up and down. All right? Your equity shows how much money you have left. So of the $10,000, I currently have $9,939 left. Basically saying if I close my position right now, from 10,000, I'd go to 9,939 because I'm down $60. To the right of that, you have something called margin. My margin right now is set to $1,137.87. That means it cost me $1,137.87 to open one standard lot or 1.00 lots of the Euro USD. Now, that is at 100 to 1 leverage. If we are trading 200 to 1, you simply split this number in half, and that's how much it would cost. Your free margin essentially shows how much money you have left over after the margin or the cost of that trade is deducted. Mine is showing $8,802. So if this account was to get a margin call or stopped out, I would be left with $1,137 because $8,800 is all I can use. all I can lose, because I have locked up $1,137 of my money already. I've locked it up in a trade. What I have free is $8,800. So I am standing to lose all of that if my trade goes terrible. Next to that is something called margin levels. It is a very weird percentage that makes no sense, because it says 873.56%. That's the amount of margin room I have available. When that level goes to 120%, this bar turns red. That is your first margin call. Be prepared, because you're going to lose all your money. That is the bar of death. You never want to see that red bar. I have seen it twice in my life, and I have cried for 24 consecutive nights thereafter. Alright? You never want to see that red bar. But after that red bar, the bar becomes a little more red. At 80%, all your trades stop out. Adios, amigos. Your money's gone. So never marry a trade. That's why you should take my lesson and listen to me, so you never have to encounter that problem. I have to throw some advertising in there. Leave me alone. Now, other than that, there is not much to the bottom section of this area. Here's another cool trick that some crazy traders used to do. Remember how I said the margin level shows you the total amount of money you have used right now and locked up, which means this money you can never ever lose. So I'm going to show you a crazy trick some traders do. I once saw a guy take $5,000 to $65,000 in 3 hours by doing this. I do not recommend you do it. I've seen a guy take $300,000 to $15 million doing this. I do not recommend you do it. I will show you what they do. Let me close this trade off. To close this trade off, you can double click it and close, and that's it. That trade is gone. Alright? Now I've got $9,953 left of money. Remember, any trade that I open, alright, the amount it costs me to open that trade is always secure from being blown out. I can never lose that money because I have bought something with it. The leftover is what I can lose, right? So this is what they do. I'm going to once again right click, go to trading, and new order. Let me just go like this so I can pop it up. 1 second. Just so. Alright. So remember I said, whatever lot size you open up, that money gets locked in the equity section. Alright? That money gets locked in the equity section. So this is what these crazy cycles do. Alright? We know that I've got 100 to 1 leverage right now, so I can't buy that much. But they will get an account with 500 to 1 leverage. And they will leverage the entire account on one trade. Do not ever do this, or I will stop talking to you. So we don't have 500 to 1 leverage. We only have 100. So we cannot open that many trades. Alright? But let's see just by guessing how many we can do. If it costs us $1,100 to open up one standard lot, we have 9,900 left. We can open up 9 lots right now. Okay? 9 lots on not $10,000 is psychotic. You would be trading 9 lots on $100,000. Alright? Because the moment I open that trade up, it's going to be moving at $90 per pip. Alright? $90 per pip. If it goes 1 or 2 pips against you, your money's gone. But watch this. because it's costing you $9,000 to open up those trades, you're actually locking in and protecting $9,000 out of $953, out of $9,953. So the max you stand to lose is $953 if your account margins out. But if all of a sudden this thing goes in your direction for even 10 pips, you made $1,000. All right? Now I'm going to test it out. I'm going to open up 9 standard lots and I'm going to sell. All right? And watch what happens. Oh, so 9 is too much. Let's go 8. It said not enough money because it will cost too much. Let's go 8 and sell. So I just opened up 8 standard lots. Let me make sure that the other screen is there. Okay, I just opened up 8 standard lots. Take a look. I'm down $88 already. I have used up $9,103. I have $745 in free margin. So the moment this $700 runs out, this account is blown. I'm down $136. If this drops, all right, let's watch what happens. If this drops hard, this account can make $1,000 to $2,000 in the matter of minutes. So I have, my margin says 9,103. So all I'm risking is $689, $700 right now. Now Vantage looks like their margin call and stop out levels are lower because we're at 107% right now and the account has not blown up yet, or it has not gone red. But let's observe it for a few minutes and see what it does. Until then, I'll discuss a few more things. First thing I'm going to tell you is never do this. All right? Don't ever do this kind of method of trading. Crazy people do this. I've seen people make millions off of it. I've seen people lose a lot of money because of it. All right? Now, if you open a trade and you want to alter its fields, you want to add a stop loss to it afterwards, or you want to add a take profit level to it. I'm just going to switch to the 5-minute chart. If you want to add anything to it, funny thing is this is going to drop, I think. All you have to do is either double click, right click it and go to modify, all right? Or you can click and drag. The moment you click or drag, you'll get a screen that says disclaimer, I accept, and you click I accept the terms and agreements, and you click OK. And that will go away, and the click you did will go away. You then have the right or access to click the price and drag it upwards or downwards. Well, obviously, if I sold it, if I drag it upwards, I'm setting a stop loss automatically. So right off the bat, I just set a stop loss. If I drag it downwards, it's going to open up a take profit. All right? So if you're trading and all of a sudden want to make these alterations, you can drag prices downwards for a take profit or drag it upwards for a stop loss. And of course, if you want to delete it, right click it, cancel stop loss, right click the take profit, cancel the take profit. And that is all you really need to know for the basics of trading using MetaTrader 4. I will be doing more advanced stuff later and additional courses for this. But essentially what you have right now, what I've taught you, is how to set up your charts exactly the way my charts are set up. How to have a clean chart, how to make all the basic commands and executions you are required to or you need to, and how to essentially monitor your balance, your history tables, and keep a clean, professional looking chart and execute like a pro. All right? With that being said, that does conclude my lesson on MetaTrader 4. I wanted everyone to see this, and I will be back with my to my mentees, guys. I will be on chat very shortly. I kind of want to stick around with you guys to see what happens with this price and see if it drops, because it'd be really cool to see what happens if it redlines as well. But my mentees, I'll be back with you guys on chat in about 5 minutes. All right, so I will see you guys soon. I'm gonna move my phone from here and turn this around. Second. Jeez, not many people in this chat room, is there? All right, and I'm going to come here. So guys, I will see you guys in a few minutes. All right, was that okay? Everyone okay with that? I was trying to teach you guys how to use MetaTrader 4. All right. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be opening up another round for more mentees in a couple weeks, in a week or so. All right, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for being on this. I hope you guys understand MetaTrader 4 a lot better now. And for my mentees and students, I'm going to be uploading that directly to the archive section. And let's see if we can find some trades tonight. All right? I love you guys.